Don't get that many phone calls in on our live call-in talk show, and I've tried to analyze why that is. Is it just the lack of propensity of the left to call talk shows, or is it our own lack of charm and polish as talk show hosts, or whatever? I don't really know. One guy was telling me one time that he was afraid to call in because the national security state might trace his phone call, and he thought calling into a pirate radio station was illegal and would get him in trouble with the government. This is just one guy's paranoia, but maybe valid paranoia. Who knows? There has been one favorable court ruling. That was back in January 20th, when the federal court in Oakland refused to grant the FCC an injunction shutting down free Radio Berkeley. As to what we'll do when and if the court actually rules against us and says we can't do this anymore, obviously we'll have one of two choices. We can either shut down, or we can engage in civil disobedience and probably end up going to jail for our actions. The likelihood of my partner in doing this is definitely committed to the latter, that is, engaging in civil disobedience. We've talked it over quite a bit, and probably that's the route we'll take.
What we're really doing is essentially a campaign of electronic civil disobedience, and that there are consequences, but people have to realize something to stand up for. If everyone does this, if hundreds more stations go on the air, and people get their voices on the air, get their communities on the air, the FCC is going to be very hard-pressed to deal with the situation. So, it's really critical that as many people as possible look upon this as something they might want to do.